If there's one piece of advice that you take from me, it's don't ignore the signs. If you feel like you're in the beginnings of a narcissistic or an abusive or a toxic relationship, your gut will alert you to that. Whether or not you actually pay attention to your gut is another thing altogether. Your gut most of the time is not going to lead you wrong. Some of the signs I should have looked out for prior to dating my narcissistic ex was that, first of all, he's clearly a predator. What I mean by that is he was my college advisor. When I first met him, I was 17 years old. And I also know that he dated several other 17 to 18-year-olds while he was there. And he was in his 30s to 40s. I was probably about 19 or 20 when he first tried to make a move on me. But we didn't start dating until I was about 28. Basically, we stayed friends for a long time because narcissists are really, really friendly people that you want to hang out with, and I have been groomed by him. Once we started dating, things felt fun at first. I was excited because he was someone who I'd known for a long time and had a crush on him like I had a crush on a teacher kind of a situation. But there were some weird red flags that came up in the beginning. He pushed on me to do things that I didn't want to do, if you know what I mean. Very early on, he was accusing me of doing things that I wasn't doing. For instance, we went on a double date with some friends of ours, and he accused me of flirting with the guy, which I was absolutely not doing. In that instance, he was threatening no longer seeing me any longer unless I admitted it and basically begged for him to forgive me. I also remember in those first couple of months, I was sort of like joking around with him, being really sarcastic with him. And I remember I said something to the effect of, I'm not really sure what's going on with this like little charade we have going on here, because I was sort of poking fun at like, we're hanging out a lot, but we're like not official. But like, you're asking me to come over, you're asking me to hang out, you're asking me to go on all these dates or whatever. And so I made that joke. I said, I don't know what's going on with this charade that's going on between you and I, but you know, like I was sort of like egging him on, like, are we in a relationship or not? And it was met with anger. I mean, rage kind of anger. How dare I even say something like that? And what the hell is wrong with me? And I must be so effed up for even going down that route. And I found myself being like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Like, you took it the wrong way. Oh my God. And then I find myself apologizing for that. Basically, he had set up several instances in just a few months that we were together where I am begging for his forgiveness for things that didn't actually happen, like a very distorted reality. My gut was telling me there's something wrong here. Like, it's way skewed in like very weird ways, pretty consistently. His reality did not sync up with actual reality. But when we're really excited and we're getting love bombed and we're hanging out with somebody that we like, we tend to give people a free pass on these kinds of things because we're excited and we want things to go well, and we certainly don't mean to offend anybody. We're trying to have a lighthearted good time, and so we're doing everything we can to keep things like that. But those things, those are red flags. You cannot ignore things like that. If someone is showing you very early on that their version of reality doesn't actually align with real reality consistently, and they're having rage and their anger does not match the situation, listen to your gut. You're about to get into a toxic situation.